Lucy, whoa. 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 Yeah, let it go.
It started with a simple idea. How far could instinct get you? Could something built to chase be taught to hold? Could raw prey drive be refined into restraint? Hundreds of hours of training later, I didn't know if the behavior I built would hold up in the field or disappear in the wind. I just knew I had to find out. For 13 months, I couldn't stop thinking about this hunt. Wanting the answer, and not being sure I was ready for it. 2.5 days in West Texas would decide whether it was a breakthrough or a mistake. Wild Bob White. No planted birds, no safety net, just wind, field, and the truth of what she was. And if she could point here, we'd have to take a second look at what the American dingo is capable of and what's possible in the world of bird dogs. We pick the story up right where we left off, somewhere in West Texas.
Lucy. She's getting birdie. Son of a bitch. Lucy, easy, easy, easy. Alright, we're gonna go find him. Hey, hey, hey. Alright, we know where they're at. We know where they're at. They probably went about 100 yards from here. Lucy, easy, easy. Man, I whiffed that. Oh, I knew it. I just couldn't get in the mental. Hey, hey, easy, easy. Just couldn't get in the mental mind frame. Oh, Lucy. Alright, let's make sure there's no more. Also, let's check out what they were doing. So they were loafing right here, right where I knew they would be. Let's make a mark real quick.
She reads the ground, catches a scent, and starts to lock onto a covey hiding behind cover. But when she sees the birds, her instinct takes over. She gives chase.
Alright, at least she switched on. I know I can trust her. She put too much pressure on him.
Every misstep is a lesson. She's learning.
Alright, I'm gonna let her work.
In the mornings, we hunt these birds low, closer to the water. That's when they're moving and feeding, and you've got the best chance of finding them together.
You ready? Yeah?
As the heat comes on, Bob Whites push up into thicker cover, cedar, brush, anything that gives them shade. Just seconds ago, we flushed a covey right here. Now the birds are scattered, and the hunt shifts from coveys to singles. Lucy is searching through this thick, narrow cover, trying to sort out what's left behind. Singles don't leave much scent, and they don't move unless they have to. They'll sit tight and let a dog walk right past them if they can. Lucy thinks she has something. It's not a strong scent, but it's enough to keep her working. At this point, I step back. These are lessons that can only be taught by wild birds. Now it's between her and the bobwhite quail.
Alright, so she just flushed them. I couldn't see where they went. Oh, I got that one. There's more. So that one's over by that big tree. I hit him on the third shell. I have no idea where Lucy is. They all flush, but this stuff's so tall I couldn't see him. All right, so we got one cripple over there. Let's go get the cripple. There's another one right there. Landed right there. Oh, that's probably the same bird. Lucy! Come on, here. Lucy here? Good. Oh, you're already on him. Good girl. Let's get him. So right now we got a cripple down right here. It was over there and just flew over here. If it flushes, I'm not gonna be able to see it. But Lucy, you need to point, sweetheart. You need to not flush them. Because you notice you're making this way harder than it needs to be.
The truth is, she didn't always know how to point. She'd blow right through birds. And sometimes the only thing stopping her was me.
Easy. Whoop.
Most bird dogs were bred for this long before their handler was born. Generations narrowing instinct down to one moment in the field. Lucy wasn't. She comes before the blueprint, before registries, before specialization. Asking her to point wild birds isn't like teaching a retriever to fetch. It's more like asking a wild horse to hold still at the sound of thunder.
Lucy?
The longer it doesn't happen, the more the idea starts to feel fragile. All that time spent training isn't proof. It's just time. It would be nice if she pointed, but nature isn't built around what would be nice. Some days you start to wonder if you were chasing something that was never meant to exist.
We got one more and then we'll take a break. Come on, dude. All right, we'll take one little tiny break right now. I know it's hotter than freaking out here. But I need you to get me this bird, sweetie. This bird could be dead. I hit it, I just didn't hit it that hard. Alright, so who's the bird dog now? Lucy's too tired. She's exhausted. It's pretty hot out here, and she can't sweat. But I nailed this one. There was a whole bunch of action. I could have sworn the GoPro was on. It's got battery, but look at this beautiful, beautiful bird. Yeah, you couldn't find this. You were looking over there, and then you were like, Dad, it's too hot. It's too hot. Anyways, I like literally came over here. I found some feathers, and sure enough, it was right there. Just a beautiful, beautiful bird. She didn't really point. She's not pointing them, but she's finding them.
Lucy's been consistently pointing pin-raised birds in training, but wild birds are a different deal. A planted bird might sit tight and let her get within 10 feet, so she's been conditioned to push in close before she ever feels the need to slow down. But wild coveys will not tolerate that pressure. They'll flush at 30 or 40 yards before she's even excited enough to lock up and point. That distance is a learning curve for her, and it's something only wild birds can teach. Next time on Goose on the Loose.